Graham here, living the dream on Friday, the 4th of July, 2025. And therefore a very happy 4th of July Independence Day to our friends, colleagues, and of course our YouTube subscribers from the New World, the United States of America. Or should I say a belated happy 4th of July, because it certainly will be by the time this episode airs on YouTube. Hi, I'm Graham, and this is my wife Fiona, and we have always had a work hard, play hard philosophy. From London to New York, and of course the Caribbean, we live our dream through travel. And of course, the odd cocktail. And here on YouTube, we create our memories while living our dream. So come and join us as we share our memories with you. Okay, as we get into the holiday, there becomes a lot less to show you as Fiona and I go down for breakfast, then go out and enjoy the sun before having some lunch, and then enjoying more of the sun before heading out to dinner. Yep, it gets a bit repetitive after a while, and therefore these videos turn in 2 days to 3 days, or maybe even 4 days. I've got no idea what I'm going to show you today. Not going to take you down to the pool today. We are talking about going out for a walk tonight down to Costa Decky, and that's probably where we'll pick up today in this episode a little bit later on. On Friday morning, I saw the sky buzzing over the hotel, or certainly the skies around the hotel. And back in 2019, when Fiona and I were last in Tenerife, we also saw one of these powered paragliders. I wonder, was it the same one? And yeah, I lied in the last video. I said there was going to be no more video of the buffet restaurant, but Friday, guys, was the one and only lunchtime that Fiona and I went to the buffet restaurant. And yes, guys, Friday, the 4th of July 2025 was the trampoline aerobics in the pool. And yep, Fiona joined in after a little persuasion from myself. Thursday night, 4th of July, Independence Day. What do we say to everybody in America?
Cheerio, cheerio.
Cheerio, bye-bye, America. You're gone for a long time. Anyway, we're going to eat. There'll be no Budweiser, there'll be no hamburgers tonight. There will, but that's because they need to hear me.
I think they'll hear you. Oh, in America they need to hear you.
They need to hear me in America. Right, that's why I'm shouting. Right, we're going out tonight. You go down.
It's a bit dark. It's a bit indoors.
I give up, guys. Right, we're going out.
We're going out.
Right, after playing elevator lottery at the age 10, Fiona and I were heading out of the hotel for the evening. Our plan tonight was to turn left and head in the direction of Costa Decky. The weather in this part of Tenerife, or should I say the south of Tenerife, is very, very nice. During our first week, during the day, of course, the temperature got up to 27 degrees, 81 Fahrenheit. It got a bit overcast during our second week, and the daytime temperature got up to around 23 or 24 degrees Celsius, and that's just over 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Absolutely perfect in my books. And I hope that you agree that our walk north to Costa Decky is a very pretty walk along the Tenerife coastline. Well, maybe I should qualify that, because the view to our left was certainly very pretty, overlooking the Atlantic Ocean towards La Gomera. But to our right on the land side was resorts, hotels, shops and restaurants. But coming into our view in front of us is the marina at Costa Decky. And of course, the closer we got to Costa Decky, the busier it got. It's like this part of Tenerife is simply one big outdoor shopping mall. And a bit like Playa del Americas, which we didn't really visit on this trip, Costa Decky is not a place that I would be spending a lot of time in. In fact, this was the one and only time we headed to Costa Decky during this Tenerife 25 adventure. And as I edit this episode listening to Fiona I conversation, which I'm not sharing here on the video, I definitely wasn't very impressed with Costa Decky. There were a lot of these pop-up street vendors. I'm not sure if it's legal or not here in Tenerife, but the place was absolutely packed with them. But Fiona and I did find an oasis in the chaos in the form of this restaurant. This was Fiona's treat tonight, and I did make a few jokes on Facebook that she took me to McDonald's, but she clearly didn't, guys. Is this the poshest McDonald's you've ever gone to?
With live music. But did you have a reservation?
And this, guys, is where I'm going to bring Thursday and July 4th to a close. However, I'm going to share some photographs that I took throughout the day. It is Saturday evening, the 5th of July 2025, and yeah, the fact that it is Saturday evening, guys, I completely forgot to record an opening for today. Really, Fiona and I haven't done very much other than get up pretty late for breakfast. I think we didn't get down until about 10 a.m. And then we headed out to get some just to get some sun for the day. Did get a nice lunch, and this evening we are staying on property here at the H10 Grand Tenerife, and we're heading to one of the specialty restaurants. There are two specialty restaurants in this hotel. The first one is the one we're going to tonight, which is the Italian restaurant, and the other one is a Spanish fixed menu. Not our sort of thing, really, and we'll not be going to that restaurant anytime during our stay. But tonight we're going to use our voucher. We've booked this restaurant. You do need to book it. You book it online using the H10 app, and tonight Fiona and I have booked it for 7:45, quarter to 8, and Fiona's in the shower right now, and that is where we're going to head very shortly. So today's episode, by the fact that I'm only starting it in the evening, the sun's starting to set behind me, it's going to be a short one, guys. Cheers, please. Fiona and I started Saturday night at the lobby bar with a nice cold glass of cava, before heading down 2 floors to -2, where the Italian restaurant was located here at the H10 Grand. If you'd watched my hotel and room tour of the H10 Grand here in Tenerife, you would have seen that the Italian restaurant is located next to the library, where Fiona and I were walking through right now. And this is the point where you hand over your voucher when your reservation is checked, before walking into the restaurant to be seated. It was a pretty good menu with lots of choices. So the Italian bread to start was absolutely delicious. And then to start, Fiona had the bruschetta and I had the tomato soup. For our main course, Fiona went for the salmon and I chose the barbecue chicken pizza, which was a little bit of a regret. I want to be absolutely clear, guys, that there is nothing wrong with this pizza. It was a very, very good pizza indeed. I just didn't want fries tonight. And as I said in my hotel and resort review, the tiramisu was more of an experience. Probably one of the nicest tiramisus we've ever had. And I'm afraid, guys, this is all the footage I have from Saturday. So as Fiona and I leave the Italian restaurant, I'm going to share some photographs that I took throughout the day. It's around 7:45 on Sunday morning, the 6th of July 2025. I'm not going to church this morning, guys, but today is when I get up a little bit more early than usual to film my resort and room tour, which I'll put somewhere on the screen, a link to it if I can, but if not, go back a couple of episodes and you will find it here on the channel. So let's get started with that. Let's get started with Sunday. I've got no idea what Fiona and I are going to get up to. We are going to go out later, and as usual, I'll bring the camera with me. It took me a little over an hour to record all of the footage that I needed for the room tour. And as I said, if you go back 2 episodes to video number 310 from July the 25th, 2025, you will see that episode. And back to Sunday morning, when I arrived back in the room, Fiona was sitting on the veranda reading her book. It's definitely a lot cooler this morning, Sunday morning. According to my iPhone in a decky, it is 20 degrees, which is about 68 Fahrenheit, I think. Plenty of boats out on the sea today. The beach is completely dead, and the resort is fairly quiet. Fiona and I are maybe going to try lounging by one of the main pools today. We've got no idea if there's any room down there at this time. It is 20 to 10 in the morning, so let's go and see what we can find. Or we could end up back down there, which does look to have some sunbeds free, but that's pretty normal again. Let's go. Fiona's sun hat was in full view today as we started the morning playing elevator lottery. As we exited the elevator on level -1, passing the main stage on our left, where every evening there was entertainment here at the H10, we already knew at this time of the day there would be absolutely no sunbeds around the main pool next to the pool bar. However, there was a good chance we would get a sun lounger next to the second pool, and it was at the second pool that we spent the entire day. And for lunchtime today, we went to the small pool bar for a very light lunch today, a cold sandwich and nachos. Fiona's rushing to get her Duolingo done today. How many straight days?
312?
312 straight days of trying to learn a complete waste of time language. But what can I say? It's not Spanish, it's not French, it's not Dutch or German, but she's on it. Fiona's taking a photograph of herself.
I don't know how the young folks do it.
Right.
Don't appear to have the camera with that to see the photo of themselves, what they do.
So where are we going tonight? It's your choice.
We'll have to wait and see then.
Left or right?
Left.
Left. We're going towards Las Americas. Fiona and I took night about to choose what restaurant that we would eat at in the evening, and as you could hear, it was Fiona's night to choose. So when Fiona said we were turning left when we left the hotel, she was actually meaning turning left from the front of the hotel, but as we exited from the back, that meant we were turning right in the direction of Las Americas. As we turned left to head south along the beachside path, Fiona and I would have to run the gauntlet of the many restaurants, and therefore the guy standing outside the restaurants enticing you inside. This is the Bora Bora restaurant, where Fiona and I had fantastic pizzas on our first night. We've eaten here plenty of times in the past, but I must say that the guy enticing you into the Bora Bora is rather aggressive. And for that reason, Fiona and I didn't come back this way, instead sticking to the main road above the restaurants. We were just going out for a walk this evening. We really didn't want pressured into eating in any one particular restaurant. And as we approached Las Americas on the main road, you can see it's starting to get a lot busier. And this is something that I want to talk about, using the price of beer. I know you're wondering where I'm going with this, guys, but the H10 Grand Hotel where we were staying, the Bora Bora restaurant, and Fiona's favourite, the Castle restaurant, are all located between Las Americas and Costa Adeje. The cost of a pint of beer is approximately €1.50 to €1.80. In Costa Adeje, the same pint of beer is going to cost you between €3 and €3.50. But in Las Americas, in the direction we're heading now, a beer can cost you over €5. And as a point of interest, back in 1989, when I visited Tenerife for the first time, the McDonald's you've just seen there was at the end of the road. And just around 10 minutes after leaving the H10, we'd arrived at the Veronica's Commercial Centre. And please let me know in the comments below if you remember Molly Malone's, the Irish bar at Veronica's, which is somewhere I frequented rather a lot back in 1989. Cheers. Just because I started the camera. And for dinner tonight, Fiona chose a restaurant on the beach. And looking at our starters, it looks like there was a bit of an Italian theme. Fiona with bruschetta again, and me with cheesy garlic bread. And for our main course tonight, Fiona went for chicken cordon bleu, and I went for the chicken and curry sauce. To be honest, guys, we would have stayed longer at that restaurant and enjoyed a dessert and maybe coffee. However, there was an English couple in front of us vaping, and they simply didn't stop. The wind blowing the horrible vaping mist, or whatever it's called, over our table. It was rather disgusting, but sadly there was nothing the restaurant could do about it. In Spain, you're allowed to vape or smoke in restaurants that are outdoors, but without a doubt the worst thing was the amount of cannabis being smoked in the area out in the open. I'm not going to get into whether it's okay to smoke cannabis, but the amount of cannabis that stank out this area of Tenerife was disgusting in July 25. And as we made it back to the H10 Grand, we could hear that the live music was well underway at the entertainment centre here at the resort. And that is where Fiona and I are heading right now. So what I'm going to do is bring Sunday and this episode to a close. But first I'm going to let you see and hear some of the live music before sharing some photographs that we took throughout today. And if you want to continue to follow Fiona and I as we enjoy our Tenerife 25 adventure, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and press the bell icon to be notified when our next video is published. Thank you so much for watching.